Okay. I am recording, thank fuck. Okay, first things first. Hello, I'm Bailey. It's really nice to meet you. This little thing in the corner that's covered up. Sorry, the little circular character that's SSB. Oh, words. That's SB, the character. She's made for another account I have called Dead Bitch. DEDBXH. On YouTube and on Twitch, and I do like gaming stuff there. If you really want to check it out or whatever. Um, Sorry, I keep looking at myself instead of the fucking camera. I'll learn to do better. But today I'm doing a podcast on Bailey because I just feel like venting and putting it up somewhere because I'm an asshole and want what's it called? Affirmation from the internet. Sorry. Plus I've been watching a lot of Ellie Neal and I fucking love her. So we're gonna just talk shit about myself and the school system because that has really grinded my gears for a bit. So since you don't know me, I'm Bailey Roker. It's a fake name, so don't even try. Like you can look me up and stuff. I don't know. I don't remember. There's a few things I'm on if you want to look for me. I'll probably put like a quote unquote like link tree using like a throne page or something on it. Um, if you really do want to know more about me or see more of me. But like I don't social media is not really my thing, to be completely honest with you. I don't do it often. I should. I definitely should and like get better at it. Ugh, that's too much work. So this is like my first video, and it's a podcasty like video, yeah. So I'll just talk about some shit that I've has just been in my formulated in my head. So I went downstairs and I was just talking to myself because I'm home alone and all I had to do was let out my dog. So I was bored and I decided to talk to myself, and I do that a lot, by the way. Like it's not even funny. Something is wrong with me. It's like I feel like I'm talking to people. Like I feel like my entire life is being video broadcasted, and I'm just talking to people about all of my shit that's going on 24/7. Like, it's so bad and really weird, but I do it all the time. And so I decided to actually film it and, see what happens. Now I'm like, all of that rage that I felt downstairs is like disappeared, and I don't know what to do with myself. So, I'm just gonna like kind of give you a lowdown of what I was talking about to myself earlier. So basically, I have ADHD and autism, and I didn't find out till my senior year of high school because I did American schooling, and actually I dropped out because I think mainly because I found out, and because all of the stress was just accumulating over a really long time. It's been so long, and it's just like built and built and built and built, and it's horrible. But I was thinking about it earlier. I'm just gonna say earlier, and yeah. I was thinking about it, and I realized that I there's such a bigger reason why school didn't work for me, and it's so hard to explain to people and my parents why I dropped out right at the end of high school. Like I could have made it, but really, I couldn't have. This was like a breaking point. It's like there have been, I don't know, I've considered myself stupid for the longest time. And I hate that. I hate that I have to like think of myself as really dumb in order to like make sense of why I hated school so much, but that I don't feel like that was it because I know that I could have been better, but I needed a lot of help and almost like guided help, and I forget what it's called. There was something they called it whenever like an autistic person needs help in school, and they like I was asked to make a list of what they could do to help me, and it was the last year of school. I wasn't really thinking about it because I've never been autistic or ADHD knowingly. So I didn't know what I needed help with. And now it's been like, what, 2 fucking years after the fact? And I'm thinking about shit like that. Like, if only I could have thought about this sooner, you know? But it's one of those things where it's just like, it's been in the back of my head what could I have done, or what could have had them do to help me? And just something random came to my head for fucking algebra. Like, why algebra? I was literally going downstairs to let my dog out of the house. What do you mean I'm thinking about algebra right now? Like, bitch, what? Sorry. Um, but like, it's so stupid to think about. Like, I actually thought of a solution almost for like oh, for testing in math. Because I feel like that was my biggest problem area was math because I hated it so much. But it's like one of those things where it's just like I didn't even think they would have accepted me to do it. So while I was at the school, let me be completely clear, I hated my last high school because I've bounced all over the place. I had two high schools and four middle schools. I think it was three. Was it three? Yeah, three. I did three middle schools. I did like one middle school and then two junior highs, which those are different things, by the way. And it depends on which side of America you're from that you'll understand what I'm talking about. So it's just it's just 3 years of middle school, and then there's elementary or first school or the first school and the basic child school, then your teenage preteen school, and then your teenage school. Okay, like let's talk about that way. Okay, I did three different schools during the preteen era, and then two different schools during the teenage era, right? And first year of school, I was at a different school, and I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it either. I had some pretty weird, like, I had really bad social interactions there. Well, not bad, but they just, I definitely don't think I wanted to stay there with my mind emotionally, and it was a very, like, it was almost, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. You know what I mean? So the next school that I went to, my finishing off high schooling thing, um, the people I hated, the teachers I didn't really like. Most of them, I feel like I felt very stupid just being in the same room with them. So like just being in the same classroom environment, I just felt like I was dumb no matter what I did, you know. And then just the school system itself, I don't think they could have helped me, even if I had like good reasoning for whatever I was thinking of that could have helped me. So I don't know. It's just it was very prob prob problematic. It was very problematic. Also, I'm really sorry I'm using this mic. Like, dude, I have a good one. I do, but it's just not. It doesn't always work. Like it doesn't always connect to my computer, which is really stupid because it's all plugged in and shit. I don't know. Don't ask me. It's dumb. It doesn't like working. Oh, it lights up too. Hold on. Is that cute? It's got like put a little ninja star on it. It's so adorable. Love it. Sorry. Sorry. What was I talking about? Right. The things that, there's like okay. This is so hard to explain. There's this one thing I was thinking about again for algebra for I had probably the worst algebraic, I'm using big words, experience. My teacher I hated, and even my mom hated my teacher, which that's huge because she's a teacher herself and she like has a lot of respect for teachers and what they have to go through. But like she didn't think that his methods were teaching, which is weird because I mean he was teaching. He just made it easier for himself and recorded himself he recorded himself doing a lesson and used that every year, which is his voice was so monotonistic. He could have been like a not a documentary reader because I think even people who like documentaries would have probably bored at his voice. I'm so sorry. That's so mean. Oh my god. I really hope he doesn't say this in the future. He won't. Like, no, he won't. Okay, so I had this teacher. I didn't like him. His breath smell, and there's just so much that I just couldn't. The overstimulating environment, even though he was so understimulating in person. I don't know how to explain that. But like, I didn't like him. I didn't like him at all, and he taught in a way that I think I understand how it works for a neurotypical person, but for me, it didn't work at all. It was the worst way he could have taught me, period. So the first thing is you were graded for homework participation, like every other class. You're graded for homework participation. You're graded for how much you complete in the how whatever you complete in the class, and how much you complete of it, and how much you get right, of course. And then you were also graded for the testing that happened weekly. I think it was weekly. Maybe like I don't want to say bi-daily. That's dumb. I think it was weekly, but we had a test like at least every week. It was always a fucking test in that class. I fucking hated it so much. Ugh, it's so horrible. It was terrible. I hated it so much. It just made me want to fucking bawl my eyes out. Um, but like, so the classwork, that's what it's called. I love how I forgot the word. The classwork was fine because you had like you watched the video on how to do everything and you wrote down notes for it, and I could that's fine, writing down notes is like okay. And then like you got like formulas and stuff, which I don't think he liked the word formulas. No, he didn't like the word equations, but you got like formulas and stuff for how to do certain things in math or whatever, and I loved those because they helped me get through the classwork and the homework easily. But it's one of those things where neurotypical people, I believe, they were able to like learn from they were able to like learn the formula and apply it and remember it like after the fact, after like repeating doing that same process over and over again. But I'm not able to do that. So I mean, to me, I personally think it would have helped if I was allowed to like have all of the formulas available to me while I was doing the math work, and maybe like one formula per test. I know that's so stupid and probably doesn't make a lot of sense, but my thought process is like I have maybe 5 formulas on this sheet and I have a test about only these 5 formulas, and I go through them, and each time I like every single time I'm working on a formula, I grow less and less to need my formula sheet until I don't need it at the very by the end of the test. Like I feel like that would have helped me retain a bit more information and get through the testing process a lot easier. But it's also like they were like you would need these formulas outside of school. Like when there might be times when you'll need these formulas outside of school. I'm just like, when the fuck ever? Literally, when the fuck ever? It was algebra 2, right? Yeah, it was algebra 2, and I'm just like, who? What regular person on a probably essentially terrible salary? I feel so washed out right now. Oh, that was off button. Okay. What regular person on a probably terrible salary, like working McDonald's and one other place or something, is gonna need algebraic formulas for day-to-day life? Explain it to me. Tell me who, 'cause I don't. I literally don't know. So I'm just like, okay, well, I don't technically need to work hard on this because it's not something I'm going to need in the future. And it's not because we have calculators in the future, and we are able to look at formulas if we really need to write shit down and figure it out ourselves. Just saying, not everything is a fucking test, bitch. Sorry, that was really mean. But like, I could have gotten through those what felt like really heinous tests if they had let me have formulas to look at so I could understand how to do what I was doing. But that's basically cheating. But I would be doing the math myself. I just needed that little help. I just needed the formulas next to me to understand it. Sorry, that was disgusting. I don't know. I just can't imagine how that would pass as okay, because I probably wouldn't pass as okay. But like, just that's the only way I can think of me actually getting through that class. And then I don't know. I one of those people that like I need to like what I'm doing to stick with it. Like a lot of the time when it came to like what's it called, for not writing, reading. reading comprehension. I don't know what the class is called. It's something to do with books, okay? When it came to those type of things, it's just like you were told to write essays about shit that you hated, and I'm just like, why? Like, I understand learning grammar and stuff like that, but why can't I do it on like why can't I write essays on things that I have a hyperfixation on? I really wish I knew all this before. Like, I wish I was diagnosed a lot sooner so I could hyperfixate on learning about my symptoms and how people could have helped me in school faster, because I didn't have this information beforehand, because I know I have a lot of hyperfixations, and I would probably be able to research and make an entire essay on media marketing. Nobody gives a fuck about that, but I love it and I find it really interesting. Like, I'm one of those people that could probably, like, you could give me, like, I don't know, maybe 5 days to research and write a paper on freaking, I don't know, embroidery. Like, why? Nobody needs it, but I could have done it. Like, it's one of those things where, like, I will hyperfixate on something that I'm passionate about. But if I am given a book, a history book, and told to write shit on it, I'm like, no. And if I'm given a fucking book on Shakespeare, which, by the way, I don't like Shakespeare. I just context clue. I hate fucking Shakespeare. I don't like his work. Um, I personally think it's just too hard for my brain to comprehend Shakespeare's vocabulary and the way he speaks his words. And so whenever I read it, I'm just like, this doesn't make sense to me. My brain is not is not processing this correctly, and I'd hate it. I hate it. I basically hate it so much. So I don't like Shakespeare. So when you're like told to, like, I don't know, do an essay on fucking Hamilton. No, not Hamilton. Sorry, that was wrong. And you're supposed to write an essay on, like, Hamlet, not Hamilton. um, or like Macbeth, or I don't fucking know his work, but like no, no. So there are like times when we were given like a book to read, and we were going to be tested on it, and I wouldn't read the book. Basically, would not read the book. And I had told, okay, I really hate this thing where people think that explanations are excuses. I'm just explaining what fucking happened, babe. Like, what do you mean? So on papers or like tests or whatever I'm turning in, I try to explain my reasoning for why I didn't do something. No, it wasn't an excuse. I was ultimately trying to, like, I'm not trying to, like, fake it. So I wasn't trying to, like, make my mark better by saying, oh, I was struggling because of this, so you maybe should, like, bump up my grade, be a little bit more lenient. Like, I didn't want that. You could be as fucking brutal with me as possible. Like, you could literally give me an F, and I would be completely fine with that. Give me a fucking 0, I wouldn't even give a fuck. I just wanted you to hear that why I even, like, I did why I didn't try, like, I wanted you to know that I was gonna give you a clear explanation. Yeah, I was gonna give you a clear explanation as to why I did not do this, and I wasn't using that as an excuse. I don't want you to be lenient on me. I definitely want you to fucking hound me, tell me I did bad, like, tell me, like, just there's so much that I'm so angry at this one teacher I had in high school. Yes, still high school, because I don't remember much of middle school or elementary school. My brain is like fucking Dory, gone. I don't know. But it was this one paper we were supposed to do on a book. I didn't read it. I didn't read the book. I hated it. I didn't like the first page. I knew it wasn't gonna like it, so I didn't read it. Fucking hit my nose right now. Sorry. But we were given the test. It was like a few multiple choice answers and then a fucking little essay on the back or whatever. And I guessed all of my multiple choice. And at the very end of the thing, when I got to the essay, I was like, I'm not even going to try to write this because I know that I don't have enough information to answer this correctly. Um, So I was like, I didn't try because I only skimmed through the book. Because yeah, I did. I skimmed through it. But I didn't like read it. I didn't absorb any of the information. I didn't care. I didn't. I know I did better than this. Like I literally just said I didn't read it. I basically just said I didn't read it, and she gets done grading my test because she's like, because I just handed in, right? She's grading the test at her desk while everybody else is working. She takes my test off of the pile or whatever she's reading. She takes my test. She tells me to go out into the hallway. The door is open, mind you. Like everybody in the room can hear that whatever she's talking to me about. And again, this is a hallway of multiple classrooms, so doors are open while this is happening. And she's like got this little red fucking like mark. I don't know what they're called, the little veins in your eye, you can see them, and this one is like protruding out her eyebrow, and I focus on it the entire time. She's yelling at me for not doing it and not reading it and blah blah blah, blah. I'm just like, I just wanted to tell you that I didn't do it, and I literally wanted you to just put a zero on my paper. I basically wanted you to put a zero on my paper. That's all I wanted. And this I can't say that. This teacher is yelling at me for not doing. I'm like, you don't have to yell at me. I'm already motherfucking mad at myself for not even being able to do the most simple thing as to read a book and put in the effort to get the good grade. Like, I understand. I suck. I understand it so much. Like, oh, why am I crying? I get it. I do. I so get it. But just stop yelling at me. Stop it. It hurts already enough. Like, shut up, please. But like, I'm not absorbing anything she's yelling at me for. I'm just like looking at her and blank. I'm blank. I've got nothing. I'm mute. I don't like. I can't even like think about saying sorry. Like, oh my god, why am I crying? It's so stupid and it's so dumb because it's like I know I could have done it, but I just wasn't interested and I didn't care about the grade anymore. I didn't care. I had like I probably could have gotten like an A in that class if I actually tried hard enough, but I didn't give a fuck anymore. And I wish I did. I wish I did, but I didn't. Bro, after that, I just couldn't do it with anything else anymore. Like, I just gave up. I gave so much up, and didn't even graduate. Like, I'm so mad at myself because I know I could have. It was like less than a year left. I should have just stuck with it and fucking. But I know that even if I did, I wouldn't have gotten good grades. I would have probably had to restart my year, and I couldn't bear like the anxiety of that. So I asked if I could get a GED, and I was going to do it, and then I couldn't in the country where I was, and this happened, and eventually I just didn't want to do the GED anymore. I was like, I've forgotten everything they've taught me. Everything I learned in high school, I've completely forgotten. I don't know anymore. Like, it's been maybe like 3 months since I left high school, and I don't know what was happening anymore. Oh my god, I hate this so much. Why am I crying? Okay, but yeah, it's like dumb because I was so willing to get a GED to just like be done with it, do all of the test, just do the fucking testing, have to redo it over and over and over again. I would have been more than happy to like just keep doing it until I could get it, but I couldn't. I couldn't do it anymore. I just couldn't. Oh my god. Oh, this is hurting me so much. Why am I crying? I'm so sorry. Like, I was not expecting to cry right now. Oh my god. I love how the fucking screen gets light every single time I put my hands in the frame. But yeah, no. I hated high school. I hated school in general. I've had so much anxiety whenever I like didn't finish homework that I'm just like, I not go in so I don't have to face my teachers and the fact that I didn't finish my homework. Can I just not go? Can I be sick? I faked sickness so often. Not often, because I was really bad at faking sickness, but like, I was like, my stomach hurts too much, I don't want to go in, or I threw up today, I don't want to go in. Um, until the point where I just gave up on even doing that and just said, just like, tried to fake sleep, or I just laid there and was like, I'm not going. You can't force me. You literally can't get me to go up, to get up and do that. I can't. It was just such a. It was horrible. I hated it so much. Um, yeah, I dropped out and I just couldn't. I couldn't do it anymore. I definitely don't recommend dropping out. If you can, like, if you can push through, push through. But I was just at a point where I had just found out I have autism and I have ADHD. I found out like both kind of simultaneously. I think I found out about the. Well, technically, okay. I didn't think I had done the assessment for ADHD because ADHD is one of those things where it could be just severe anxiety or depression, depending on whatever. But like they did like what's it called? They did the preliminary test for ADHD, but they didn't do the big test for it. And after the preliminary one, they were like, "We're gonna put you on ADHD medication and antidepressants, all at once, by the way." Um, and the antidepressants, I didn't even know that I was like. After the fact, I forgot that I was on the ADHD meds. I didn't remember. Um, but I remember the antidepressants so fervently because I hated them. I hated them so much. I hated the way that they made my lows, like, they made my lows very plain, but they made my highs plain too, and I just couldn't deal with the fact that I hated that so much. Like, I knew for a fact, I knew that I was supposed to be happier about this thing that I was doing, this thing that I normally enjoy, and I wasn't, and it fucking scared me. I hated it so much, so I just, antidepressants not for me. Sorry, I can't do it. I do not like the fact that even though my lows aren't as low, my highs aren't as high, and I would like to be happy. I would like to, okay, like I get it. My lows are not that bad anymore, but let me be happy, please, because my happiness is so rare, and I need you to like not fuck with it. Thank you. Um, so I didn't handle that very well. Oh my god, I was not supposed to cry today. Fuck me, I hate this. I don't like this at all. Um, okay. But yeah, that's just I don't know. That's the only thing that was on my head today. I wait. Oh, alright. Damn. Okay. But like that's the only thing I could think of. Was like having the formulas next to me or something to help me get through it and maybe be able to memorize it. I don't know. Probably not because I can't memorize shit. Like I I did a year and a half, 2 years. I think it's just a year. I did a year of French and I forgot all of it. And I did Spanish one like 3 times and I forgot all of it. So like I don't. Mm, I don't remember things. I don't retain information. I love like learning languages though. I do. I really do. Um, I just don't implement them enough through my day-to-day life to keep up with them and remember them constantly. Like I literally have an entire journal of Italian, Spanish, and French that I have like probably like the basics of. Like for Spanish and French, I have I want to say beginner level. I have like about beginner to intermediate level grammar and vocabulary in there that could help me through like day to day speaking and shit, but I don't practice it enough to keep up. I don't. I wish I did, but I don't. Um, like I can understand some phrases because I hear French quite often. Like weirdly enough, whenever I play Valorant, okay, weird thing to segue, but like, um, I'll play Valorant and I'll learn, like, I'll hear French and I'm just like, oh, I kind of understand what he said. Like, not everything, but like, say it's, you know, like, I know, I understand a little bit. I can't bet, you know? Um, which is really nice sometimes when I like remember it and I'm just like, oh my god, hey, I didn't lose everything. I did lose a lot, but I didn't lose everything. Let's go. Um, but like, yeah, it's just so weird because I know for a fact that if you were to give me like an algebraic thing, a paper now, I couldn't do it. There's no way. If you were to give me like, if you were to ask me the history of someone or something, I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you, babe. I don't know. I don't remember. Like there's so many things. Like I don't even know. So in the school system, you're taught about a lot of history, but it's kind of American school system history is a little, you know, and I don't. There are a lot of things that like I've been asked if I know about them, and I don't know if it's because I personally forgot it or if my school system didn't teach me about it. So I really don't know if I can't blame the school system when it comes to like knowing my history because it literally could just be me forgetting everything because I don't remember any of my history classes. I don't remember anything about them at all. I don't remember what I learned. I don't remember what was in the syllabus. Like I've got nothing. I can't tell you. Um, so it's just like I'll like hit like they'll ask me if I know like Nazi shit, and I'm just like I was asked if I know like specific things about the Nazis. I'm just like I don't know. I don't know. Like, do you know about the Holocaust? I don't. I really don't. I know I should, but I don't. Which is like so weird because people like they like look at me like I'm stupid or like I'm crazy for not knowing it, and they're like, "Oh, did you just not learn it in school?" And I'm just like, I don't know. I really don't. I don't know if I didn't learn it in school or not. I don't. I have no fucking clue. I probably did, but I don't remember. And like I got like at my workplace too. They're asking me these questions like what you learn in school and shit. I'm like, I don't have a clue, babe. I don't remember. Um, 'Cause we were like talking about school and what you learn in it and everything and how it works and shit. And I'm just like, I couldn't tell you if I learned about the Holocaust or not. And they're just like, there's some movies you can watch about it that like will help. I'm just like, if I watch those movies, I'm gonna forget them immediately after. Like you can't ask me to learn something and just memorize it just because it's something that I definitely should know. I'm not gonna know it. I'm not gonna remember it at all afterwards. The only person in history that I know that I remember is Hamilton, and I don't think I learned that in school. Did I learn about him in school? I don't think I did. I don't remember learning about Hamilton in school. The only way I know him is because of a musical. That's the only way I know anything about him. The freaking letters he wrote for the Constitution, everything. That's all. That's literally all I know. The only way I know anything about anything in history was because of that musical. Which is so bad. But like that's how I absorbed the information because I would like listen to Hamilton. Like if you were to give me a random song in Hamilton, I probably know like a few bars from it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's so bad. I like when Hamilton first came out, I would try to memorize everything. I think I only got to. I don't even want to say the second act. I would always get to a specific part, and every single time Alexander would start talking, I just couldn't. I can't do it. But I always got to this one specific song that I just could never fucking remember the lyrics of. Every single time I listened to the playlist and I tried to sing along with everything because I'm a nutter. But there's this one song, I think it's after Skylar Sisters, the one damn song that I just can never remember ever, and I'm just like, fuck, I messed up again, and it sucks so much because I like when I'm not thinking about it, I can do it. When I'm thinking too much about it, I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it at all. Oh my god, this has gone on for so long. Let me shut up. I'm literally just rambling at this point. Um, I can post this. I didn't say anything too bad, did I? No, I did. I'm good. I'm fine. I really hate how washed out I'm getting right now. Like, so bright. My pale ass hand. Gross. Okay, sorry. I'll leave now because it's been like 30 minutes. Let me stop talking. I'm sorry. I don't know if you want me to do this again, I'll do it again. I'll talk non-stop for you. I will. So many things wrong with my brain. If you have questions, put them in the comments if you want. Um, I really don't know. I didn't think I would be doing this. Like, when I think of this channel, I think about the idea I have for like reading 10 chapters of a book and then referring you to go buy it. because that is the thing that I definitely plan on doing in the future, and I'm really excited about it. But right now, I'm just like, I'm so angry with everything. I'm so angry with life, and I just wanted to talk about it. I wanted to talk about what I'm angry about right now. Um, and it's free. It's not. I don't have. I can't really pay for. I mean, I can pay for a therapist, but I'm saving up for rent, so I can't pay for a therapist. And this is free, so I'm gonna chat with people online, and they can talk to me about my issues and tell me how fucking ridiculous I sound, because I am ridiculous. Also, my glasses are gross, and I'm so sorry you had to deal with them this entire time. Like, you probably was so mad at me, like, fix your fucking glasses, clean your fucking shit, man. It's gross, it's ugly, why would you do that? Why would you start recording without... I don't give a fuck, bitch. Like, look at that, you can see my eyes better. Damn, my glasses were dirty. Okay, I'm gonna leave now because this is too much. I need to get off. I want to go back to watching Ellie Neal. If you don't know who that is, I recommend looking her up. She has a true crime podcast, and she also does like her little second channel shit. And I fucking love her. She's so cute and awesome and amazing. Um, like if I could like have my first renting experience in London and like just even breathe the same air she does, I would love to go there just to like meet her once. But I currently am not even thinking about I have to move back to America in a year. Most likely I'm gonna move back to America in a year. Or I could live on my own in Northern Ireland, but I don't know. So much to think about, so much to that I'm not gonna remember to think about. This is so bad. I have terrible memory. I'm all over the place. Like I could hear it while I was talking to you. The ADHD like bounced me back and forth between different things. I'm so sorry, by the way. Like this has probably been the most confusing video you've ever seen. But I just wanted to talk. I really did. Normally I don't. I hate talking about feelings and stuff. Normally I'll like seize up when it comes to that sort of stuff and like just mute myself. Um. I always said, my mom has always told me I'm a selective mute, and I am. I really am. So, like, the fact that I'm even, like, talking about stuff, and the fact that I cried, and am, like, willing to post this on YouTube or anywhere, and, like, actually, like, let people see this is... I feel so weird. Also, have you just been able to see the... Again, I'm gonna cut that off. I'll cut that off. Sorry, no, I'm leaving. I'm going now. I'm so sorry. I need to stop rambling. I guess if I ever have too many thoughts that I need to like just sit down and talk about them, I'll do this again. Um, and I do plan on doing like hopefully stable content for you in the future. But for now, this is just me talking about issues and shit. Being a little podcasty, because that's this era of podcasts that I've been really into, like podcasty YouTube shit. Um, whether it be like Caught Razy, if you know who that is, or like Deb, or freaking Ellie Neal. Like I like hearing people talk about shit. I guess random shit could be anything. I just love it. It's like I'm in your life and I like it a lot. It's different to vlogs to where you're doing something interesting and you're going out with the people. I just like hearing shit. Like I don't know. Tell me about your life. I like deep conversations. And I suppose like the sort of podcasty talking about your life thing is a pretty deep conversation. I really like that a lot. Um, I don't know, I'm weird. I need to shut up, bro. It really is. It's been 40 minutes. Let me shut it. Okay, I'm leaving. Goodbye. Thank you so much for listening or whatever the heck you did. I, I keep saying goodbye and then not leaving. Let me just. Okay, I'm out. I'm gone. I disappear. Well, I don't know how to end this video, so I'm just gonna. Bye.